Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I show you how I do this full face. I don't just show you my eyes and my lips, I show you the full face on camera. And for the eyes I actually used this palette by Primark, which is the Laid Bare palette, and I can't remember if it was £4 or £5 because I seem to have taken off the label by accident. I usually don't do that, I like to keep the labels on. But if you want to see how I got this whole look, then stay tuned, because this is a lovely palette. It seems to feel a bit more luxurious than some of their other palettes, so stay tuned to see how I got this look. So here is the palette. It's called Laid Bare. It's actually one of Primark's longer palettes. Like usually Primark's palettes are about this small, but this is quite a decent size. And the inside of the palette is actually rectangular, which is different for Primark. And I'm going to start off with this dark shade here, which I think if they had names, the name slip might have slipped out, but I'm going to start with this shade. And there's no mirror, but look at the inside, it actually has the name there. Like, I love the colour of this palette. I'm so excited to use this, and we'll start with this one. There is a lot of fallout with this shade. It's very pigmented, like it's not patchy at all, it's just fallouty, like there's a lot of fallout. And I want to take this brown here and blend out the edges. There's literally only 3 mattes in this shade, in this palette, so let's just see what we can make out of it. Even this is blending out really nice. Like, this palette is really good compared to some Primark palettes that I've actually tried. And Primark do some amazing palettes. But then again, I'm forgetting that I'm using the P. Louise base. So I want to bring some of that black, like dark coal shade on my lid as well, because I do want to cut my crease and do like a half cut crease. So let's try that. So I want to take this pink shade here on my cut crease, which literally just looks like that. And then I've got some glitter to use over it. I have this Revolution Eye Glisten in the shade Yours Truly, and I'm going to take some of this glitter onto another brush and brush that on, because I fancy a bit of glitter today. And again, if this looks mad, just wait until the end. Wow, that has given that some oomph. So I'm going to let this dry down, and then I'm going to do my other eye off camera and come back to you, because I'm wondering, do we add a bit of gold liner in this cut crease? This looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Such a simple look, but looks so good. So for base, I'm going to start off with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm still not sure what I think of this, so I'm going to give it like, I don't know, like a few more attempts, because my final thoughts on this, I'm just really unsure if I like it or not. I'm not sure if it suits my skin type, but I'm going to give it a go. This is the 3rd time I'm using it, and it does smooth out my skin quite nicely, but for longevity of my foundation, I'm just unsure if it actually does anything for me. Then I'm going to take my Babe, which is the Revolution Conceal and Define in F8, and I just love this stuff. I have actually ordered the new like CC cream to try out, and I think that's coming today. I actually bought like the whole collection, so I wanted to see how that works out on my skin. And then I've also bought, what's the other thing? I want to do a full face of Obsession makeup, and that should come like next week, so I only ordered all of that yesterday on the 3 for 2. And I want to try out that new it's not Fast Face, it's just their stick concealer. And I haven't actually used any of Obsessions base makeup. I even ordered their version of the putty, what's it called? The putty primer. See how that does on my skin. I'm actually ordering quite a bit of like base makeup lately, and I'll give you like my final thoughts on it. But right now, my top 3 foundations have not changed. And I'm sorry if throughout this video you could hear shouting. My brother's on the phone. I think someone's trying to charge him for something he didn't do. To do with the car or something. And for concealer, I'm still testing out the 16-hour camo concealer by, I've just dropped it, by e.l.f. Like, I do like it. I don't know if it was the right shade for me, and I don't know if I like the finish, like the longevity again. I'm not sure. I feel like it's too matte for me, but I'm still giving it a go because who knows, I might like it in the end. Off camera, I put on my favourite powders, True Match and Stay Matte. If you've seen my videos, you'll know these are my absolute favourite powders. And then I'm just going to put on my favourite, one of my favourite bronzers, MUA Matte Perfection. This is the original. I've actually seen that they've come out with more bronzers, but this bronzer is amazing. And then once we've done base, we will get back into the eyes. Okay, halfway doing my bronzer, my doorbell went, and some of the Revolution CC, Revolution Pro range just came, and I bought the highlighter in Golden Rose, and I bought Cacao in the bronzer, and we're gonna test these out hopefully tomorrow because I'm waiting for a Superdrugs order, and then I've got the full collection. On Superdrugs they were like buy one get one half off, so I had to get them. So yeah, you just got a sneak peek of hopefully the next video that goes up, or I might just edit it before everything when it all comes and put that up next. And for blush, I've really been loving this Milani Baked blush in Berry and More. It's a lovely like pink with a bit of shimmer to it. Like, it just gives me like a nice little bit of flush of colour. Let's go back in the palette with the transition shade and just blend out any harsh lines. And then once we've done that, I think I'm just going to blend out the glitter and we can start on the lower lash line. I think I actually want to put something on my lower lash line. I always say it and never end up doing it, but let's see. Bring that all the way around. Now I'm just taking that dark coal colour and just blending out these edges. Then let's take this champagne shade here for my brow bone and inner corner highlight. It actually is like a muted gold shade. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. I'm using my eyebrow brush. Let's use a Jessup 237 detail brush and get rid of any odd colour on there. I love these Jessup brushes and the MSQ ones. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this shade here just on the outer corner, and then I'm going to blend the inner corner with a bit of the first transition shade. Really tap off this brush because there's so much excess. And I'm using the 230 Jessup brush. And for lips, I'm going to use my favourite go-to nude at the moment, which is this e.l.f. lip liner in collaboration with Nabella Noor. I don't know if I'm ever saying her name right, but I hope I am. And then the e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick. And then the e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick Insider. It has been one of my favourites. It's a nice like brick reddy brown. Someone is deciding to drill, thank you. And then I'm going to use this lip lacquer by NYX, and it's in Mauve Glitz. Lastly, for highlight, I'm using Gold Digger by Primark. I was actually meant to be using a Primark blusher and I absolutely forgot to use it. But I'm going to use this one, and look at that. I love this highlight. And I'm sure they kept this in their permanent range. So when Primark open up, if you're like a medium skin, even when I'm fair, I use this just with a lighter hand, and then I blow it in with my beauty blender. This is such an amazing highlight. I feel like highlighting my forehead just brings my bronzer to life. So eyelashes just didn't work out for me today, so it's just mascara. But this is the finished look. I do think like that the kohl shade from that palette is a little bit patchy, but overall I love this look. I did attempt to put a gold liner in the crease, but then I didn't like it, so I switched to pink. But other than that, I love this look. Like, it's very grungy and very me. Like, it's a bit more than just neutral, which I like. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed me using another Primark palette. I will just show you the palette properly. So it just says Laid Bare on it. It's like a nude packaging, and it's got 10 shades in, and they're in rectangle squares. There's a lot of shimmers in there, I must admit. Let me do a few swatches. So I'm going to start with the top 4. I love the fact that with these shimmers I don't actually have to use, like, I don't have to spray them. Like, look at that. Like, the transition shades are nice as well. I wish there was more transition shades in there. Sadly there isn't, but it's a nice colour layout. I do like it, and I'm just swatching all over the place, but hey, that's me. And then the last two is like a champagne gold, muted gold shade, and like an icy white shade. So I'm just going to swatch. That is the champagne colour, and this is more of the icy colour. So they are nice colours. I just, again, would wish there's more mattes, but this palette was either £4 or £5, like £5 at the most. And I just love like the nude colour. Like, it's got the pink Laid Bare label on it. I love this palette. And I forgot to say, for mascara, I use my favourite mascara at the moment, which is the Barry M Analingus collaboration mascara. Absolutely love it, and I hope this isn't limited edition because it is an amazing mascara. I literally have no lashes anymore, and this is a godsend. So if you guys like this video, please smash it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you next time for some more content and hopefully a review with these bad boys, because I can't wait to start using them. So I'll see you soon. Bye guys.